Hello, I'm Lori Ann Lumbie with Soul School, and this is Soul Lessons. In this video, we're going to be exploring the Final Ascent. The Final Ascent is the fourth stage in the unfolding, in the development, in the evolution of the soul. The second ascent can best be summarized in the very real experience of dying. Death is the inevitable and predictable end of our human experience. As we come into this body to have a human experience, we also depart the body when this experience is complete for us. That process of departure is the final ascent. It is when the soul returns to source. Whether we think of that source as transcendence, that which some might call God, the void, the summer lands, the place in between. The soul must arise out of the body and return from whence it came. In this, dying is just another part of our living. And we can greet our dying like an old friend, because it is from that void, from that place of darkness or nothingness, that we first came into being. We could say that in our dying, we are going home. That process of dying will look different and unique from individual to individual. But there are some predictable experiences that we will feel in that process of dying. Whether that process of dying is anticipated, as it might be with a terminal diagnosis or old age, or whether it is something that comes quickly and unexpected. In that process of dying, we will move through the stages of death, or as I like to call them, the phases of death, which are also the phases of grief. Those phases include shock, denial, bargaining, anger, depression, sorrow, acceptance. Acceptance is an interesting term, however, as it refers both to grief and dying, in that I don't believe we ever fully accept that departure from our human form. As is also the case in our grief, we will never fully accept the losses that we have experienced in our lives. Acceptance might better be understood as surrendering, resignation, becoming familiar with what that loss or what this dying feels like. During that journey towards death, through that final ascent, we will likely experience some sort of life review. an opportunity to look back on where we've been, how our life has unfolded, giving ourselves an opportunity for self-forgiveness, compassion, understanding that the decisions that we've made in our lives came forth out of either past suffering or periods of growth. We might also look back and be tempted to regret. And we might look back in joy and celebration of the great things that we have experienced in our lives. The closer we arrive towards that moment of the soul's departure, the harder the body will work to cling to that soul. That clinging comes forward in the emotional and physical symptoms that hospice workers or those familiar with death would call the death throes. Anxiety, frustration, impatience, discomfort. The body trying to cling to the soul as the soul tries to make a peaceful departure. And we know that the soul has cleared itself of the body when the body returns to a state of nothing but peace. Death, that final ascent, is not something to fear. It is a natural unfolding of our soul's journey so that the soul might go into repose, to rest from a life well lived, from lessons well earned, and joys well celebrated. And if reincarnation is part of our belief system, the soul goes into repose to heal, to rest, to reflect, and to prepare. To prepare for the life that might come ahead. If if reincarnation is not one of our beliefs, then we are able to entertain our own ideas and thoughts about that purpose of repose. The invitation in going through that final ascent is to welcome death, to greet death as an old friend, to peacefully depart from the human experience, to go into repose, and to welcome what might come next. I'm Lorianne Lumbee with Soul School, and this was Soul Lesson. If you found this to be helpful, inspiring, informative, please like and share this video. Please subscribe to our channel. And if you want to learn more about the services and programs we offer at Soul School, please check out our website, www.loriannlumbee.com, and the link to the website is listed below. Thank you.